Next is the anecdotal records. Anecdotal record is an observation that is written like a story. After the observation may be an incident or a behavior. That incident or behavior is written like a short story. That is anecdotal records. Anecdotal record is an observation that is written like a short story. They are descriptions of incidents or events that are important to the person observing. Anecdotal records are description of incidents, any incidents or events that are important to the person observing. Anecdotal records are short, objective, as accurate as possible. Anecdotal records should be short, not long story. Short story should be objective by seeing and as accurate as possible. It should be as accurate as possible. Next, we will see the definition of anecdotal record. An anecdotal record is like a short story that educate or use that story can educate or use to record significant incident that have observed. Anecdotal record is like a short story that story educate or use to record significant incident that they have observed. It is an informal device used by the teacher to record the behavior of students as observed by him from time to time. It is an informal device used by the teacher to record the behavior of the students. The teacher can use this method to record the behavior of the students as observed by him from time to time. This behavior is recorded. Teacher can record the student's behavior as an anecdotal record. Next is what are the characteristics of anecdotal record? What are the characteristics of anecdotal record? Should be simple reports of behavior. If the teacher is observing behavior of the students, should be very simple report, not long report. Result of direct observation. Teacher should observe directly the behavior of the student. Accurate and specific. It should be accurate. What behavior the teacher observed, that should be accurate, specific. Gives context to child behavior. Give the context of the child behavior. Records unusual and typical behaviors. Teacher should record the unusual and typical behaviors of the students. Next is what are the purposes of anecdotal record? The teacher is able to understand his or her pupil in a realistic manner. With the help of anecdotal record, because is observing the behavior, so teacher is able to understand his or her pupil in a realistic manner. It provides an opportunity for healthy pupil-teacher relationship. Anecdotal record provides an opportunity for healthy pupil-teacher relationship. It can be maintained in the areas of behavior that cannot be evaluated. Behavior is not evaluated, so it can be maintained in the areas of the behavior that cannot be evaluated. Then what are the uses of anecdotal record? unusual events such as accidents. Anecdotal record is record the unusual events such as record the children's behavior, skills, interest for planning purposes. Record how an individual is progressing in a specific area of development. With the help of anecdotal record, the teacher can record the unusual events such as accidents, record the children's behavior, skills, and interest for planning purposes. Record how an individual is progressing in a specific area of development by observing the behavior. Next is the what all items in an anecdotal record. The first part of anecdotal record should be factual. Factual means real, simple, and clear. The incidents or behavior, what things the teacher should observe. Then name of the students, unit, ward or department, date and time, brief report of what happened. Are the items in anecdotal record. The first part of anecdotal record should factual, simple, and clear. It should be factual. What happened actually, that is factual, simple, and clear. Then name of the students, unit or ward or department, date and time, brief report, that is short story about the description what happened. Next is the what are the advantages of anecdotal record. First one is needs no special training. The teacher can observe, so no training is needed. Use of formative feedback. Teacher can use formative feedback. Provision of insight into total behavior of students. Teacher the insight into the total behavior of the student. It provides a description of actual behavior in a natural situation. Anecdotal record provides the description of actual behavior in a natural situation. It is easy to develop. Anecdotal record teacher can easy to develop. Then economical, it is money saving. Open-ended and catch unexpected events. Open-ended and teacher can catch the unexpected events. Then what are the disadvantages of anecdotal records? If carelessly record, purpose will not be fulfilled. If behavior is observing, carelessly observe the behavior. Incidents can be taken out of context. Difficulty in scoring. Behavior very difficult to scoring. Then limited application, time consuming. Lack of standardization. This is there is no standardization. These are the disadvantages. Carelessly record, purpose will not be fulfilled. Incidents can be taken out of context. Difficulty in scoring, limited application. This cannot be applied any other field. Time consuming, lack of, and there is no standardization. These are the anecdotal record. Anecdotal record is an observation that is written like a short story. They are description of the incidents or events that are important to the person observing. Example of anecdotal record. The group of students are discussing a patient in the ward.